Hey, Star Friends. It's Danny with Sagittaro. Today I'm going to be doing my first reading for Aries. I have an Aries moon, so I thought, what the heck? Let's do it. I'm going to do this reading a little bit differently. I already laid out the cards, and that's because I'm going to have to hold my microphone because I think I'm having sound quality issues. But it also gave me time to really reflect on it. And I actually want to start with the oracle cards because they were interesting for the reading. So let's start there. The first oracle card was engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So this is about a major commitment, right? But then we have the girl with a snake. Empath, narcissist, being charmed or used, enabled, boundaries. So, I'm not going to tell you why those are interesting yet. You're going to have to stick around a little bit. Um, and then I'll give you the other oracle cards at the end. So, the first card was the Justice card, but it's in a reversal. And this is a major arcana card. This is also a card about karma. This is a card that could be about legal issues, but this is a major life event. And because it's the first card, this is dealing with your past. So, this is where you felt like you were done wrong. There was an injustice that happened in your life. And this is something that was really major in your life. And the second I say that, it's probably already going to hit you here where you go, I know what she's talking about. Yeah, that I felt like that wasn't fair to me. You felt like you got the rug pulled out from underneath you. And then we have the Temperance card, which is another major arcana card. And this was the second card. And this is actually the Sagittarius card. It's here in a reversal. This is about lack of patience. This is lack of balance. So when this karmatic event happened to you and you felt like the rug got ripped out from underneath you, you really wanted to rush that healing process. And we have the Three of Swords here in a reverse. And the thing I know about Aries and I know about myself is we tend to overcompensate a little bit. So I can see that being the issue here. There was this rush to want to heal from this injustice and this karmatic event. You wanted to rush it. And then we had the Two of Pentacles in a reverse. I know. All first four cards are in a reverse. This is also a card about balance. But it can also be dealing with things. It's more in the material world and it's more small things. Like the Temperance card is here about balance with your healing journey, which is a major thing. It's not a small thing. This Two of Pentacles is here to let you know that maybe you rushed things and you were jumping into new relationships or partying a lot or just trying to get your mind off of it. And these may have been not the best or the healthiest coping mechanisms to try to get over this karmatic event. It was painful and you just kind of brushed your healing process under the rug. We see that karmatic again with this Three of Cups. So there was you trying to kind of cover all that up with maybe superficial things. And on top of the Temperance card, the second card that lined up with that one is the Seven of Wands. This is feeling like you were all the blame. However, this karmatic event unfolded, if it was a breakup or if it was you losing your job, whatever it was, you felt like you took on all the blame. And that wasn't necessarily fair. And I do believe that there's also this energy in this reading of guilt or shame. There was um that I think was lingering or making your healing process also take longer, and I think it still affects you today because there was this over responsibility for the way that things fell apart. With this Three of Swords is all about healing. And it's in a reversal because you have accepted that healing from this event is something that you're going to have to do, and it is going to be an uphill battle. Notice he is on his broom and he's looking ahead at the dragon. He knows that this is going to be a battle, this is going to be a journey, this isn't just going to happen overnight. So Along the way after that happened, there was this realization that you had, like, okay, I can't rush this. I can't just, keep going out with new people or partying or whatever it was that you were using to kind of fill that void. You accepted that this is going to be something you're going to have to take your time with. And that's why we see the Four of Swords. And this is on top of that Two of Pentacles. So this is you taking time with your thoughts, sleeping on it. Swords are all thoughts and feelings, emotions. They're not emotions. They're just about thoughts and taking time to really process those. And then we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a new spark, a new curiosity. So now we're starting to move into the present tense or future tense. Hold on 1 second. Hey, stop it. Go lay down. Sorry, my dogs were getting into something. So this is a new spark. And this card was clarified. So I'll go a little bit more into that when we get down the line because it will help it make more sense. Then we have the Judgment card. This is like your calling, and I actually really prefer the illustration of this card on the original deck because it just makes more sense. On the original deck, there is, I believe it's an angel blowing a trumpet, and they're like actually rising the dead from sleeping. And that was symbolic of you having like the universe like finally announce your calling, or you having that it's such a like transformative part of a journey. So this is a major arcana card, and this actually lines underneath the Temperance and that feeling like you were all to blame. There's this energy of having patience and time enough and releasing that guilt or shame that you felt, or whatever responsibility that you had in this karmatic event, being able to acknowledge it, take accountability for it, forgive yourself, and release it. And that is going to be very transformative to you. That is going to help you realize that spark and also help you to be able to move on to a really beautiful transformation. Then we had the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is an interesting card. I always call him the love bomber. The Knight of Cups, he is someone who rushes in and he is totally unaware that there are sharks in the water, but he is just all full of love, all full of heart eyes, and he's leading with emotions instead of logic. And this is falling underneath that. What was it? It was a Knight of Wands. So we have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. He's falling underneath that realization that you had that this is going to be a journey and this is going to take time. There's this tendency to be impulsive, either in love or with new connections. There's this impulsive energy where you just kind of want to jump all in, or there might be a lot of flirtation going on, and that makes you feel happy in the moment with this Sun card. There is a happiness there when you're living in those brief moments. Okay, now we're getting to the good part. Now we're on the last line of your reading, and we have the Ace of Wands. Remember that new spark? And then we have the Empress. And I am so excited for you because this is moving towards future tense. This new spark, this new connection, there is going to be a huge prosperous moment in your life. Once you really are able to let go of that guilt or that shame or those old habits that are no longer serving you, that you use to cover up that guilt and shame, once you're able to release that and let it go, you're going to be brought from the universe this beautiful, it's going to be a new relationship for some of you, a new job, a new house. There's going to be some whatever's really important to you in this moment. And I think for a lot of you it is going to be a new relationship because we had that engagement ring. um and then we had Girl with the Snake. It's kind of all about releasing that past, you know, if it's an ex, releasing that ex trauma or accepting it and taking accountability. And then there's going to be this beautiful new spark. We also have the Ace of Pentacles, and that is on top of the Judgment card, which is another, like, I love the Ace cards because they are all about new beginnings. And remember when I told you that this Judgment card is going to be a really transformative card for you? We're getting all the aces immediately after that. We have the Page of Wands here, and it's in a reversal. So this, and that's the reason I was saying this Knight of Cups is probably not a good thing. There's shark in the waters. This is about a little bit of impulsivity. So while you're going through this transformation or this spiritual growing period, just remember that, you know, short-lived happiness along the way isn't really necessarily going to help you on this growth. And then the very last card I had was 10 of Cups. And that's also with the Sun card. So I see really good things going on for you, Aries, and I see a major transformative transformative spiritual journey for you. We have the Sun and we have the 10 of Cups, and those are your last cards in the reading, and they're together, which is like such a good omen. Like there's this warning here to like be careful with like, what's a good word for it? Like trading your trading reaching your higher person for like quick little moments of happiness. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, I could entertain this person that I know isn't going to serve me later or for my future growth. And that is kind of an old pattern. Or maybe stooping to lower vibrations of yourself. Like, try to reach those higher vibrations because you are on the brink of major transformative spiritual growth. And that's a big deal. But the universe isn't going to just give you free lessons. You have to learn the lessons. And that's why we have the answers you need are coming. And that's a full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. You just have to listen for them. And prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. I mean, you are so close to getting the gold, like at the end of the rainbow. This was a really beautiful message about, a karmatic event that happened to you having to go through that process to realize that it takes time to heal, and then also how you're going to be able to go through this really major healing transformation, which is going to help you reach a really prosperous and abundant new beginning. And whatever that is on your journey, Aries, everybody's is going to be different. But whatever that new abundant new journey for you is, it might very well be like one of the best chapters of your life because these are major cards. We have the Sun, we have the 10 of Cups, we have the Empress, we have Judgment. I mean, it's all looking really good. So, if this resonated with you or you are an Aries, I would love for you to comment below. Just let me know what state you're in, what country you're in, and the time that you watch this video, and that you are an Aries. If you're an Aries sun or an Aries moon, I'd love to just see where my videos are landing and who is watching. It will help me decide, if I should keep doing Aries or maybe just focus on the other signs who are watching. So please like and subscribe. And if you haven't, I do have a website where I sell handmade candles. Yeah, he's melted a little bit, but I sell handmade candles there. And there's a coupon right now, TAR2 blah 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 TAROT tarot, all capital letters, and you can get 15% off. You can even buy personal readings. The personal readings come with your own little card, and it comes with a handmade candle with 3 amethysts because 3 is the number for manifestation. And you're going to use this candle with a specified reason on what to manifest. So it'll either tell you to manifest self love or clarity or future success or whatever your reading was about that the guides are advising you to manifest. And there is a love candle on there as well that will help you reach self love. Or if you did resonate with this on the engagement ring, I would recommend getting the Just Love spell candle. It will help guide you or bring clarity to the person that you are meant to end up with. And thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe.